Okay, Drainage Board meeting for November 3rd, 2025. First item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the previous meeting on October 20th, 2025.
So I'll move that we approve minutes as presented.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Ayes carry. Next on the agenda is Joe Sutton. Hi, Joe.
Hello.
How are you? You can come up here if you want.
You don't give them an option.
Well, I figure they're comfortable, more comfortable up here, but.
Sometimes. Much better chair.
So they fill you in on kind of what was going on?
A little bit, just the drainage back there, the trees.
Yeah, there's one that cuts in that back corner right there that, I don't know if you have that picture.
I don't know that you've seen a picture of the actual drain where it runs through our, through your property.
Or I did, it was all.
Yeah. So we just need to keep that path open, in case there's any blockages or, obstructions, I don't say obstructions, but tile breakdowns that we have access to it. And it's just been brought to our attention that there could be some little trees starting to grow and some things that where we couldn't get in and do what we need to do.
Yeah,
And so the board has asked you to come in and just kind of, we'll discuss it.
well, we used to ride dirt bikes back there and the
Mhm.
boys had their old track and I maintained it a lot more then. They're not doing that, so I just haven't. kept
Yeah.
on maintaining it,
Yeah.
so I can though.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
just mainly need to keep the little trees and stuff out of it, cause
Yeah.
it doesn't take long, especially in this kind of weather, for them to take over.
Well, I was back there last weekend. I brought my loader home and kind of started getting some of the little ones out of there. I didn't get it all done, but I kind of thought that's what you guys would want.
Yep, that's perfect. That's basically just one so it doesn't plug up right there and then we have to come in and replace that section of
Yeah.
pipe. So,
Understandable.
yep, that's it. That's easy.
So it's
Yeah.
just mainly keeping that path open, if you could keep it like mowed and.
Do you want a picture of that so you know where that's at?
No, I mean, it's pretty
You
easy.
can kinda
to
see
You can kind of see it?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's just a little, or a big swell that runs all the way through there.
gotcha.
I used to maintain it a lot better and I just haven't mowed it or done anything back there since
I get
we're
it.
not hanging out back
Yeah.
there.
I get it.
Understand.
I get it for sure.
So yeah, that's basically what it was about, and, just wanted to make sure we were both on the same page with it.
I was just on the wrong page, but
Okay. It happens.
Yeah,
yeah, I'll get her cleaned up and mowed up and do that from now on.
Okay,
perfect.
all right, we appreciate that.
Thanks, Joe.
If you
Appreciate
find any
you. bud.
problems, like, just make sure you just give us a call, if you see any like little holes or something.
Suck holes so we can come out and get them fixed.
Yeah,
So,
sounds good.
okay. All
That's
right,
all you needed.
that's it.
All we needed.
Easy enough.
That's
right?
easy. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
Next on the agenda is the Bachelor Creek log jam removal. I know that they took,
This is something we're
Quotes.
just doing maintenance on, for the DNRs, you follow their set of rules, you can go in and do log jam removal on open ditches. And, we took quotes on it. But we had, first of all, we sent out to all the landowners postcards saying that we were getting ready to do this, so they were aware. If they had any questions, give us a call. The one landowner on the most upper end of it had contacted the office and talked to Braden, considering what's the possibility of them doing their own. And we explained, or he explained that basically this is, a quote project that we were getting contractors that we work with, we have to follow rules. And then, was it Mr. Hill? Is it just so
Yeah.
happened that I'm not in the office each time?
Hills Fencing and Landscaping.
Yeah, it was the Hill that came in.
Oh, really?
The guy works for him.
Oh, he works for Hills.
That's what we understand, that he worked for Hill. And,
Kind of sounds like he wants to do the job, cause he's got an excavator. But I don't know if we really want to do that insurance wise on a job that's this big. Here's the quote. They came in the cheapest quote I don't,
And you should read every quote.
I don't know if that's the right thing to do just because it's the cheapest. Eads and Son is like $1,300 more, but they've done it for us.
They've done it in the past.
So this particular person works for Hills, so then,
We don't know that.
But not for sure, he just, he used, because we told him that he had to have insurance.
So then,
He
don't
went
we
and
get
got
help
shared.
coming in?
okay,
I'm not sure I'm a fan of quite that. Eric didn't answer. I'll call him
Okay,
again. He'll probably call me back when I say that,
we
but
don't quite understand all the,
is he just using Jared's insurance and he's gonna do the work because he's got the excavator sitting at the property? I'm not a fan of that, in case something happens.
Well, even if Hill does it, it's a big job and we're under the nose of DNR. We've never worked with them. We don't know. I would be more comfortable doing a smaller job with them.
To start out,
right,
You know,
like
they
this
wouldn't
fencing
be-
job down here, start out there, let's see how that goes, great. Then a small job for you guys,
Yeah.
great, and then we can get into these. I just don't know if I'll throw the hat in immediately.
well,
So
and
I don't know how long this distance is, but it looks
It's
fairly
about
long.
a mile and a half of winding.
And yeah,
you're tracking in and out on people's properties and I know, especially Cindy Yon, she's pretty particular about wanting to preserve the wildlife as much as possible. We've worked with her before on log jams back in there. I figured I'd receive a response from her, but I didn't. I still want to get with her. before
Maybe
we
she's
move in.
retired, she just.
I know, I don't have I always contacted her through the bank and yeah, I don't have a contact for her now.
But you sent letters.
We sent postcards out, yes. Yeah, or was it letters? I thought it was, okay, letters.
Message her and she was supposed to call you. She said she was going to.
Oh, no, we haven't heard anything from her. No,
Life gets busy.
yes, I understand.
so my recommendation would be to go with the next and work on a different project with Jared at some point. I don't know how you guys feel, that's just my suggestion, that's the case.
I don't know, I guess my biggest concern is always, if they're new to it. Are they gonna have enough experience? I don't know.
And I know the guy that wants to do it. He does have a portion on it, there's like one log jam on his property, and I think that's where it started. But he also asked you about getting the lumber or whatever, didn't he?
Yeah, and I told him if he contact the contractor who does it, I'm sure they'd
Yeah,
be willing to let him have. the
they need
lumber.
to work together.
100% they let him have the lumber,
Yeah.
they don't wanna,
No,
they gotta haul out of there. And get rid of it somewhere,
As long
so,
as he does it in a timely fashion.
Yeah, cause they usually just try
Yeah,
to
that's
pile it
something
up.
else.
yeah.
Just get it out of the channel is the biggest thing we do for those, cause it's the least disturbing. Is what we do. We're not going through and clearing one side or anything like that. We're just trying to remove the log jams.
I can't remember what the next one up was.
90, it's the next one. so
Yeah, just
90.
a little bit, that's
Yeah,
what
it's
I
like
was
a-
thinking. And
92,
who's
46.
that one?
Eads and
Eats
such.
and
yeah.
Sons.
So it's like $700 more.
Yeah, I'd say,
And the others, we all have
I'd be
certificate
all
of insurances.
right.
Gotta-
I-
Work, see how Mr. Hill,
Does down here.
yeah,
Yeah,
See
how he
that goes.
progresses and
Yeah,
Well, we can get him a work order if he wants to be on the contractor list, something small that we can.
I would like to do
Yeah.
that. Just gives us more options.
Mhm.
Maybe he would surprise us and does really well, and if he comes in cheap like this,
Yeah, his price point is nice.
yeah,
Yeah, but he has to do the certificate of insurance.
Yep.
Then you guys wanna sign the one for,
yeah.
and you probably should have read all of them, what they were out loud. Why don't we just do that first and then,
Okay,
Accept.
so we're accepting quotes for the log jam removal. Let's see.
that would be-
Something at the log jam, Bachelor Creek drain, that's what I was looking. So we got 4 quotes we received. For log jams and or free logs that are impending flow, the channel should be cut, relocated, removed. Log jams may be disposed of by removing them from the floodplain with minimum amount of disturbance to vegetation. Isolated or single logs embedded, lodged, or rooted in the canal that do not span the channel or cause any impediment to the flow should be removed unless they are associated with larger obstructions, in which the case they may be removed. Damaged, severely leaning trees should be removed. if they pose a risk of falling and causing additional obstructions. Stumps and root systems should be left in place. Daily seeding and final restoration of all disturbed areas required. So we got that from Eads and Son, Hunter Hauling and Excavating, is that right?
Mhm.
And then Troy Eads at Troy's Excavating, and then Jared Hill from Hills Fencing and Landscaping.
Do you need to do the totals though?
Do I need to do the totals probably?
You can go ahead and.
Say Eads's, Eads and Son is one we'll go with at 92.46.25. Knowing that it's not the lowest, but working on with Hills Fencing and Landscaping on some smaller jobs to get them acquisitions to how we like things done.
Establish them.
Yeah,
Could we,
entertain a motion for that.
so move,
Second,
Have a motion, a second to go with Eads and Son for the log jam removal of Basher Creek drain. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose the same,
Sign it.
ayes have it, and then we're gonna sign it.
Um,
Make sure that's the right one before I sign it.
Yeah.
Here's the others.
Thank you.
What's he doing, sweeping the floor?
sounds like it.
Nice,
You know,
getting that
gotta
clean
you
up
gotta clean.
there. I like where they sealed the concrete. I think it looks great outside the building.
So is that
Oh.
supposed to help with salt or is it?
It keeps moisture off of it. It protects it from pitting the
So why didn't we
concrete.
do all of it?
I think it's pretty expensive stuff. I don't think it's real cheap. But,
Maybe it's just.
Cheaper than concrete. Cheaper than concrete.
so there's no doubt about that, my friend. What's it up to now? Like 175 a yard or 185 a yard? That's insane.
I think the last time we
You pen?
reported was like $40, so it shows how.
Next up, after she signs that and dates it, it's a Staver Ekman reconstruction update. Oh, there was Basser Creek.
Last week, we got into some bad soils, the area where the side ditch was falling in the worst. And we found out that when he started digging to move everything, it was more like that marl stuff, cause they were just like moving the
Spongy.
machines and stuff, yeah. So we had to dig that out and put in some riprap, and pictures there of that.
There's.
Cause I had Braden do a daily reports with his pictures, so he's got everything in there. And you can see that then when they left and came back, there was actually some water standing in where they were at, so there's water in there too. Somewhere, and so they did like a French drain across to the new ditch, right there, you'll see that.
Mhm.
And filled it with stone, and then they compacted all of that. So to take care of that area, now that is what they're gonna talk about, we're gonna talk about next, is that one. So then he's getting up, he's got basically most of the ditches dug now, the new ditch, but we're up to the new or the old culvert. And as you can see that there's not a lot there to work with around the culvert. And he's concerned about that falling in too. So discussion was piling or extending the pipe out, and the pipe is. Mess with.
That was 72. You don't have anything laying back around that big. I didn't figure you did.
Well, it needs clean too, because there's a lot of debris in it.
Yeah.
But in discussion, we're talking about just extending the pipe, and then we can add more dirt. And
I
more
think
stabilization over.
Extending the pipe.
I think that fixes a
If-
lot of the soil problems, because if we tried to do others, I don't know if it'll hold.
Right, you get a heavy rain or something. and it's-
Yeah, I think the pipe is the way to go.
Mhm.
yeah, but I'd agree.
So this afternoon, we need to get with the contractor. He's getting his extension for the culvert this afternoon. Is that right, or today?
I'm not sure, he's working with another surveyor this morning, he says.
Okay,
Do you want to go out there too?
yeah, we're planning.
Yeah,
on
that's right.
going out.
Ryan, you got plans? At 2?
Can be there.
Okay.
I'll be there.
Okay.
My car's done, so. I'll be
Okay,
there.
so then we might go a little bit earlier then
Yeah,
to be out there. Yeah, so you'll figure out, we gotta get a. Yeah, who's gonna pay for that cost? Are you taking that out of the edit funds too, however you wanna pronounce that?
We'll figure that out once, if we make that decision, if that's the way we wanna go.
Okay.
We'll figure out where to get.
So the issues haven't been through the years that we cleaned the ditch out as much as we just don't have stable soil along that side in areas.
Do you have any money left in the pipe budget, or is that going for the year?
Probably have some pipe budget, because I just restocked my yard, so I may have some.
Okay, let's look into that too and see if it's just one section
I
of.
mean, we're talking about just one joint. We're
Yeah,
talking about 20 feet.
Yeah, I think
and
I think it's gonna be this, it's still big, I think it probably comes in like a 8 foot section.
Twenty measurement.
Farther,
I didn't know if you'd
but it's
mentioned,
just one piece, I would say it's just gonna be one piece.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be far. They were pushing the sheet pile on that when during the conversation.
But they've never done it,
Well,
push something you've never done before.
Are they checking compression? Testing on that, you know?
no,
no, they're not doing any testing.
No compaction,
They have this.
yeah,
They have a compactor on it.
yeah, they're just.
which that thing will compact
Yeah.
for sure, but, I think that solves everybody's problem is extending that and putting more cover over, even stone over top of it and compacting it in over that. pipe.
That's really close, I mean, that's really.
Oh,
really
yeah,
close to
that
the
one's
road
really
right
close
there.
to
That, and
Yeah.
that's where we're losing it. If
Yeah.
we extend that pipe out, we can
Right.
extend that dirt
Right,
out and
extend-
slope
yep.
it down better. I
Yep.
think that's
Mhm,
the route to go. And when we meet out there today, we can,
mhm.
let me see if he's got some money left in the pipe budget. If it's one piece.
Just one piece.
Well, it'd be expensive.
Yeah,
piece.
that pipe is,
Well, it's gonna be an expensive piece. I know that.
Yep,
especially the size of it.
Problem I may have is St. Regis usually gets us our galvanized pipe. They may have to make it.
That might,
That's what's the issue, and this guy.
That's what I
won't put it
ran
out.
into on the last order I had, because I had some bigger pieces and they had to run it, so it's taken it 3 weeks to get it running,
Yeah,
so.
and he's got another job getting ready for, then this wasn't expected, so,
this might be a time constraint.
yes.
I need to know what size it is, so I can let them
is there
know.
anything such as you check around to other counties and see if anybody's got something laying?
It's gonna be.
Hard to
Mhm.
find a piece.
That's just the size alone is what's hard, and you special order that for a project, you don't
Right.
usually have a piece laying
You're
around.
Well,
not,
I
not the
just-
investment you're making to get it to start,
Right.
but you're not gonna let it sit
Yeah.
in the yard.
Mhm.
Unless you ordered it and then changed
I
your
mean,
mind somewhere along the line.
I could reach out.
What's
to
the demand?
Kosciuszko County to Moriarty and see if he does.
I
have
haven't
something
measured
like
it,
that.
but based on the plans, I'm thinking it's a 72.
I'll reach out while let's shoot one over to him, see if he's got anything.
Maybe we'll get lucky.
We'll get it measured up this
But
afternoon,
yes,
or maybe even if you run out after this
I'll
meeting
go- I'll
and
go
measure.
before,
I like it.
So I can get an idea of what time frame I can get it,
Yeah, I like
cause I
that.
gotta get a band.
Right, yeah, I know,
So, yeah, that's the other part. It's not just the pipe, but
right.
somebody's gotta have a 72-inch band.
band
Yeah.
put around,
To clamp it together, yep, I agree.
yeah,
So
for
I'll
sure.
reach out to them right now.
You don't wanna do it the old hillbilly way, a piece of rubber and some concrete over the joint. Seen it done before.
Not there especially,
Yeah, that'd be bad there.
yeah, it's definitely.
Okay, we'll meet out there at 2 o'clock and figure out if that pipe extension's the way to go, if we can even get it.
Yes, and then another thing too was, we ended up moving the ditch over a little bit more to get more edge along there, especially now with the soils like they are. Well, that's gonna take a little bit more ground. I have not sent them their check yet or turned in the claim. I didn't know how the board felt.
Well, we need to up that a little bit to cover the rest of the real estate we're taking.
It's not very much.
But we're
No,
really not taking it, we're just,
Yes,
correct.
it's still his ground.
Well, one side we're within the limits, and the other side we're 2 feet over.
Yeah.
The only thing that worries me is if we don't pay the market fair, right, the market, what it is, could they come back on us?
I don't think so, because I think you really guys have the right, you can just take it.
Did you find anything else about? Because he's in that CRP program.
I have talked to Susie. And she said that Dave had already contacted them and said, don't, we're taking it, and basically, they thought they would be out of it. And she goes, that's not really true, if we put it back at the 30 feet. Then she said they can renew it, she's pretty sure next year as a new one. Because we've moved it some, and it's going to take up farm ground. So it's not like we're taking away non-farm ground by doing it, we are taking some farm ground. But Kirk and his quotes was 15 feet. So we need to get him to add an additional 15 feet onto the seating. For that. So the 30 feet, she goes, yes, she said, she said, we're looking at, it would be a new one, but we'll sign them up next year. Because they were, I guess this is the end of their program and they're too late to continue it, but she's pretty sure with what we've done, they can consider it a new one. Since it was totally destroyed. And then by doing that, they can do it next year. But we will be adding 15 more feet onto the seating. For them,
Did we just do the higher one of the two
yes.
that we got? So I think we're fine.
Leave it at the
I
65,
think so, because it'd only be,
and that was for 0.45, and I calculated kind of we're taking
At a half inch.
0.53 more.
that's up to you guys. I think just send them what we did, because we did the higher one of the two anyways.
And it was 65, so it would be 13,000 if it was an acre.
Well, they calculated it on 0.45. They didn't go by what I said. Cause I told them to calculate it at a half acre, and they took the measurements were on the map and did the 0.45, so. So they were paid at 0.45 when we're actually taking maybe closer to 0.53.
Gotcha. But we did the higher one of the two.
We did the higher one.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right.
I think so too. I think
Okay,
just-
so I will go ahead and continue to
Yep,
have the claim done for a check.
yep.
Anything else with the Staver admin that you think of? Okay.
Now,
I did-
Henry Peabaker.
If you want. This one's gonna be a little bit more discussion. And my loan's in here somewhere. Loan papers, I don't see them. If they're not over on my desk. Partially why I hate coming over here instead of staying over there. Anyway, I'm trying to work out with the numbers with. For Herb, because Herb wanted to pay ahead on that. I have 3 options. The board can go, and I also need to get my bank loan going with this too. Go over on my desk and see if you can see the bank loan.
Where's that? That I read,
They're not,
the ones that I read.
Yes,
are they still starting this year?
yes.
They're gonna go across the highway first, right?
Mhm. What I have is when you read in the Indiana code that you can take. Your bid price, plus you can take all your, well, I can just read it to you, but you can take all your different. Costs that you have right now. And you can put it all together and add 10% to that. And then that's what you can assess. I still have estimated costs. Because I have my bid price is 161,506. My additional hard cost I know we have is 37,755. But we have a manhole that just increased to 72 inch. We have an inlet that went from 36 to 48. So I don't have those costs right now. Because Taylor doesn't have them. He's just ordered it. He doesn't have the cost calculated yet for that. So talking to him today, he said roughly it could be around 5,000. Okay, so I included that in there for the estimate. Then I added my 10%, so it's 204,000. Added my 10% onto that, 20,426.38. Total of 224,638. Okay, I have estimated cost yet, because I still have to deal with some things with the railroad. We have Now inspection for the state highway, which is what would be Banning coming out. That is going to be probably an estimate or an expense I could put onto the state highway. Sometimes they throw those back out, sometimes they'll leave them in and pay them. So I have to at least include it in here. So I have those two expenses there, and then I had 3 5,000s, what was the third one? Stomach's growling. Anyway, I've got it on another sheet of paper. But 16,500 would be estimated additionals. And that's estimated. So that'd be 241,000, and I did not add the 10% into those estimated. Because they're estimated expenses we haven't had yet. So 74,000 would be Herb's expense then. I take that out, I need a bank loan for 167,000, I just made it 500 to make it even.
Mhm.
That's one way to go with it. That was the highest way. Then if I drop down and I just do the 10% with the hard expenses in the contract, then your 10% is 19,926 instead of the 20,000. You're gonna end up with a bank loan. Herb's will be 72,492. The bank loan's gonna be 163,500. Third way, I just had it would just be 10% on the bid, but I don't think we want to go. Right.
Yeah.
I think you at least need those hard expenses in there. So you either have a 10% what the estimated to, or you have it without.
Mm.
And this one didn't include the 5,000 Taylor had told me, because I didn't know whether you wanted to take it out of the 19, so.
I'm much rather prefer that way, but. I'd hate to ask the bank again for another loan, or
Yes,
change it to different. Cause we're off by $3,000 because we didn't estimate correctly.
mhm.
I mean,
And it still could happen, but
I'd rather,
there's a better chance that it won't with that.
that's the way my recommendation,
I'd rather, yeah, be on the safe side.
I would too.
yeah.
It's easier to say, hey,
There's money still there, we don't
There's
need
money.
it, you guys keep
Yeah.
it,
Yeah,
compared to crap, we're 8,000 short or whatever, or 5.
mhm.
And we could have had it covered because we
Mhm.
couldn't do it.
If it's a small amount, I usually go back then and borrow from GDI because it'd be the last thing we do. And money's starting to come in, so I
Yeah,
can pay GDI back first, but.
I got you. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
I would too.
Okay, so go the 167,500.
Yep,
I had all three of them ready, so.
I like it.
Nancy will probably pay it.
Yeah, Nancy will pay that whole
Well,
amount.
and that's another thing that talking about her, that's the resolution for the, asking the council for the $167,000 bank loan. I think the quickest we can get that done is December the 8th. So
You
if
mean
Herb
that's-
wants, yeah, so now that I know Herb's is gonna be 74, and I told him if it ends up less, we'll give him a check back.
Mhm.
Mhm.
We'll do a reimbursement to him.
Yep.
But we can use this to get started too.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And you guys said you would use seed it or eat it, edit, whatever, for the highway, since they're gonna pay it back.
Yeah, we just have to get with
Shelley,
Shelley.
yes. And that's gonna come up quick because he's gonna be starting that next week, so.
Okay.
All the structures have been ordered. They should be delivered. He thought maybe by the end of the week, and he wants to start next week.
And then he'll just work through the winter.
Bottom drops out Friday.
Does it really?
35 is the
Oh,
high.
yeah,
Is it really? I
it's
hadn't
supposed
looked
to
that
get
far.
cold with some rain coming in,
Yay. Not,
but that's not gonna be
Oh,
the
nope,
seeding.
it's up now, 41.
That'd be a little
Oh,
better
that'll
for
be
our
nice.
seeding out there on that ditch.
40
But-
44.58 back on
I know.
the.
CSS, see Wednesday going back up, all right. They didn't see that yesterday,
We're hot mixing on Wednesday,
are you?
Well, Taylor
Like
said
it.
relocation.
Love it.
That's about the last I can do.
This Wednesday,
Yes.
62, yeah, that's about,
Taylor said he could get asphalt till November 28th.
through E and B.
He didn't say.
It's
who he was
definitely
getting.
not Gaunt's, cause Gaunt's will be closed before Thanksgiving. I rarely see them past Thanksgiving staying open. They have, but it's very
Yeah,
rare.
he said he was supposed to be guaranteed to November 28th, but he's gonna try to get everything before that if he can.
1977, we started a blizzard.
Yeah.
And it didn't end.
Yeah, know that, Kirk is very concerned about his seating. If it'll take or not. And the board may want to go into consideration that we've got not normal conditions for those seating, so there may be such a thing. That we'll have to reseat it next spring. Yeah, to me, I think if there's any additional expenses that could come out of the state recommend drain under maintenance. Cause you guys have done
Yeah,
so much for that through your other funds. So I would wait and see how that turns out. Don't I get this way all the time in this building? Okay, is there any other questions concerning the key favor?
as long as I don't have to talk to Nancy.
Oh, that's what I was gonna bring up.
She hasn't,
Gave up.
I think she gave
Kind
up.
of gave out.
I hope. Porter says that's what she want to talk about. We're not gonna talk. That's already been ruled on and.
Mhm.
moving
One
on.
thing we did change at the pre-bid, and I think you guys know about it. Was with Eads and Dawes
Mhm.
with the line, we were gonna bring it up. That they wanted it brought back down here because of all the lines that they have out this direction that's gonna affect, they'd be crossing. And if we left it to the north or to the south, we wouldn't be crossing their laterals and stuff as much. And the engineer agreed with that. Nancy's gonna say, well, I thought you were moving it out 50 feet. We're only gonna move it out like 30, I think now, something like that, instead of the 50.
Okay.
And we did talk about then having, that they would have to clear some of the woods then. For that.
Well, then that should make her happy.
Can you make her happy? I'm sorry, that one.
I'm just saying you're making adjustments
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
and then.
To accommodate to help maybe.
Yes,
See.
yes.
Nope,
Okay.
that's all I got on that. So now the 2026
Well,
spray.
we're gonna throw, well, let's do that after we throw this one. Darn it.
So basically on the spray, we talked about it previous and it was the 3-year, they thought the annual, we couldn't keep that same bid because of it, but we can't. So there's no 3-year. That's for
Do you wanna read? Mark?
supplies. Yeah, I looked at the purchasing status after Jeff mentioned this to me a week or so ago. I did not see anything referencing 3-year specifically. But a contractor for supplies cannot exceed 4 years pursuant to the Indiana Code 5-22-17-3. So that may be where it comes from, but contracts can be renewed without rebidding. But any change in price has to be detailed in the original contract pursuant IC code. So if a contract does not detail a change in price, it has to be renewed at the same price or else it would need to be rebid. So since the contracts are at the same price, it can be renewed without rebidding it. But what Mark wanted was for them to put on there the rate that it is, not just last year.
Mhm.
It doesn't say just last, year, it says the actual rate.
That
And
was
then
his
we-
recommendation.
Yeah, then we
the
could
next
accept
paragraph.
it. So.
So we'll get them to send the rate and
Then it's good.
then it should be good to go.
Yep,
Well, I got the same thing with mowers, with the mowing,
correct.
because Mark sent me the same thing, so I've got one for them to sign as well.
Perfect. So we don't have to rebid that. That's perfect. Love it. Just supplies, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So concrete, asphalt, those
Mhm.
things of that nature.
Okay, now we're going into a drain. That's not on the agenda. But it's something that we've been working on. I don't know if you remember, back in the spring, we talked about the Laven Good ditch at the outlet. And it was all plugged with trees and a mess and you guys, we didn't have enough money in the fund and you went ahead and voted to go ahead and let's read the fund because we needed to get this done and then we'll have a hearing and get the money back in. That's kind of what was found in the tiles. There's two coming into that head wall.
Wowzers.
I thought you had a picture of the two pipes.
Oh, I didn't print all the pictures.
Okay. Yeah, that would have been nice to see the two pipes.
You can't see them now. either.
No, no pipes in this one either. That's all after the fact. So we're gonna get the landowner to, not the landowner, but the farmer, to try to farm a little bit closer to it now that we've got that all cleared back.
Mhm.
And hopefully we can, but we've gotta figure out some way to maintain this a little better.
Did he gain some of this ground? Was this
Yeah, that was all.
That
Mhm,
comes all.
nice? Good for the farmer there.
yeah,
Now, who's the farmer?
Broman.
Oh. Yep. Let's see, he'll keep it clean.
Yeah, that's what
around.
I'm hoping that he will. They put a lot of stone over the tile to help protect it too from all the heavy equipment.
MJ or Nate?
Nate, I think. Oh, that's who I talked to was Nate on it. But we do have that ditch goes into the open ditch on the one side and it's pretty woolly back in there, so
Where
eventually.
is this?
Helen Hopper. 400
The,
north,
yeah,
just south of Urbana.
Okay.
When they pulled that root out, as dry as it's been, the tile flowed for 24 hours.
Oh, my.
It
Oh,
filled the
hmm.
ditch. That whole line, both of them were just full of water.
wow.
See, we've been having trouble way out in the field with it breaking down and.
Couldn't
it's just-
figure out why.
Yeah, it wasn't making any sense and,
That makes perfect
Yeah.
sense. It's plugged up at the
yeah,
outlet.
wow.
Yeah.
I know I sent Kelvin out one time and thought it was fine, and then, boy, glad we went back and checked it, and it was a mess, so. Looks good now, all
Looks
cleaned
good.
up and
Yep,
ready to go.
yeah. I'll talk to Nate too, and get a chance.
Say, hey, get that,
Make sure you clean that up.
keep that. Farmed and worked and the trees out of it.
Alright.
Okay, so we have the ponds. At the last meeting, when we talked about the Overmail pond, that was the one that had the outlet with Bowman's.
Mhm.
Braden had called Evan. And I'll let you explain what Evan said.
Evan said that the tile's definitely there, but he's gonna go ahead and contact them and tell them that they should run a new one and tap into his new stuff. So,
But this was the one that they hadn't even got a price for. Somebody been out there to look at it or something.
No,
No,
that's a different
That's
one.
the other one.
Mhm,
I couldn't remember which one that one was.
yeah. No, this is what Troy's doing.
You thought the tile.
Yeah, they were supposed to, they told us around all the properties that they ran along there to make sure they didn't cut off any ditches.
Yeah. So he's gonna contact them too.
Yeah, and he told Braden that he was sure they connected their pipe in, but he wants to make sure that they connected to their new tile instead of the,
That's a lot of pipe.
so
Yeah.
I'm sure the old tile's not hooked yet.
so
I would say it's not hooked in.
that'd be my guess, but he's gonna make it sure that it works for him. He
Okay.
gave me his word.
Okay.
I feel
well,
like he's pretty honest when it comes to that. Usually now, I don't think he's telling the truth about. They got the old one out, but
Right.
I'm sorry.
This connecting on both sides is,
But he's gonna make sure that they're gonna have an outlet,
Yeah.
so.
He's gonna wanna keep them. out.
are we,
Oh, yeah.
are we gonna get, confirmation of where that outlet's at? I mean, exactly.
I need to
That's
get
what
with
I'd like
Troy.
to see.
I
is
will
that-
call Troy and make sure that when he's doing that and
That
connecting
we
in,
know
we'll,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
GPS it. and
yeah.
We got that point. I like that. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, this goes in here. Okay, the Fromm Pond is the one that you guys, tabled.
That was the one that had a drawing but didn't have an actual
Yes.
drawing.
Cause Scott hadn't been out there.
Yes.
Has Scott been out there?
Well, they have gone ahead and this is what we got from the NRCS from years ago. They drew They actually put their drains, approximate location of new drain, existing drain to Keyfaber, so they are going to hook into their private tile. And then Scott said that's his plan. If anything changes and it doesn't work, he's gonna let us know. And I said, yes, anything that goes into our drain, we need to know.
But has Scott been there?
I assume, I can't
Okay.
answer that.
I think that was what we were waiting on, wasn't it, for
Yeah,
Scott to get there?
But
So that's
BZA
what Scott-
didn't do anything with it.
BZA allowed it as long as you guys approved the outlet. So I don't see a problem with it, and they should, and I know that the landowner will stay in touch with us too. Cause she felt the mom, Jeff Beal's wife.
I'm okay with it.
Okay, so if you guys wanna make a motion to accept it then, or
Yeah.
favorable recommendation,
I'll make a move, we accept it.
as a favorable recommendation.
Yeah,
for the-
favorable recommendation.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second to make a favorable recommendation. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries.
Okay, we had an obstruction removal, brought into the office between Vigors and Ronnie and Jennifer McCauley. And what we advised, well, I talked to both landowners and.
Which Viger?
Viger, was it Chad Viger? David Viger.
David.
And I was under the understanding from wasn't the landowner, I talked to the farmer. That they were gonna go ahead and remove the obstruction. Well, it hadn't gotten removed, and so I advised Mr. McCauley that this would be our steps. They would have to send a certified letter to the landowner requesting them to remove the obstruction. And that was the letter that was sent out, and then I got a phone call from Ronnie like a week later that said the obstruction has been removed. Now they need to get some seating back there on what they disturbed, but he said the obstruction has been removed.
So all that's,
Yeah, they piled all that up to
Mm.
stop the flow, and I think what they were trying to do was with their waterway, they were trying to get some grass to grow.
yeah,
And so the water kept washing out the seed before they could get the grass to grow. Well, by the time we went all spring and summer, the grass should have been growing and should have had it removed, but
yeah,
it took the letter to get it removed.
okay.
But I find that that is a good way to go, because 9 times out of 10, once you have the letter sent, but then they resolve it, sometimes the landowners haven't even talked
Right,
to know there's a problem.
Yeah.
And so then we don't have to go into our steps with the drainage board.
like it. And
drainage permits.
no claims for me today to sign.
I don't think we had any.
Perfect. Pole barn, MSD, what are they doing? And box,
I think it's already been
that's just,
done, and then they have.
It's just all in there.
yeah.
Isn't it?
Hilarious. He didn't even apply for it himself.
Who's that?
Jack Smith, Jake's the one, his son's the one building this new house.
Oh, yeah,
It's not Jack. I'm gonna make fun of Jake now. He can't even come in and get your own permit. He
maybe his
was,
dad owns the property.
well, he does probably own the property still, but he was a big shot at container. And then his wife, is at Midwest Eye. She's like the second in charge.
Oh, okay.
I can't think of her name.
Tanya might know, since she used to work at Midwest Eye, but I
And
don't.
Jake's a ginormous human being.
Oh, okay.
I mean, just. I think he benches like 4 or 500 pounds.
No, gee.
I mean, he's. He coached with him wrestling and I messed with him one day, like jumped and hit him, joking around.
You don't have.
No,
Like a
no,
wall, huh?
no, I bounced off pretty quickly. What's Nathan and Kristen doing? Home edition. What's Jack's wife's name?
Happy?
Kathy.
So it should know.
Yeah, I said Jake couldn't even apply for the permit himself.
What's this?
Yeah, isn't he though? But I think he probably doesn't own the property. Jack and Kathy probably still do.
Hopefully.
Yeah. There's the. Ponds, or the, let's see,
Ever since I came over here. I'm freezing.
oh, John wanted to come in there for
Well,
a second. but he-
No heat.
Um. That's it.
Hopefully they get it figured out before Friday.
I do have some loan transfers that Shelley wanted to do between the funds. But I'm finding some errors on them, so I cannot have you guys do it today.
Okay. Here's the folder for all those. Highway ditch claims, permits,
Yeah, well, good. And you guys need to make a.
yeah, just a motion and
I'll move for a favorable recommendation.
Terrible stuff.
Yep. I'm fine with that.
second, okay, I have a motion, a second to. Accept all the. Favorable motions to. They go to PAC for those, is that where they're going? Where do those go to?
Well, I've already signed them, you're just approving what
Okay.
I've done, so.
I have a motion, a second, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Vote the same.
She had no concerns with what I had. Previously accepted.
Anything else to go before?
Oh, wait a minute.
Was there something?
Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion a second, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Vote the same.
Oh.
We are adjourned. Need to make a phone call, need to.
Adam Penrod
walk
sent
back.
us a message.
Yeah,
Did you shut it off?
oh, that's probably just to you. I got the email that has Ryan